On October 2nd, 2024, the world watched with bated breath as a new chapter in the Middle East conflict unfolded. Tensions in the Middle East, already high, reached a fever pitch, drawing the attention of global powers and media alike. Iran launched a massive missile attack on Israel, firing over 180 projectiles across the border, a move that shocked many international observers. These missiles, aimed at various targets in central and southern Israel, marked a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict between the two nations, targeting both military and civilian areas. This attack, while resulting in only a few minor injuries thanks to Israel's advanced defense systems, sent shockwaves across the globe, highlighting the fragile peace in the region. The sheer scale of the attack, unprecedented in recent years, raised immediate concerns about a wider conflict in the region, with analysts predicting potential retaliatory strikes. It served as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of the Middle East and the ever-present threat of violence, a cycle that has plagued the region for decades. The world braced for Israel's response, knowing that the situation could spiral out of control quickly. Diplomatic channels buzzed with activity as leaders sought to prevent further escalation. International leaders called for calm, urging both sides to step back from the brink of war. Humanitarian organizations prepared for the worst, anticipating a surge in casualties and displacement. As the world watched, the hope for a peaceful resolution remained, but the shadow of conflict loomed large, a testament to the enduring complexities of the Middle East. Israel, known for its swift and decisive military responses, wasted no time in making its position clear. The nation, with its history of resilience and readiness, immediately began to mobilize its forces, showcasing its military might and preparedness. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the nation, condemning the attack as a blatant act of aggression and vowing a forceful retaliation. His words were not just a promise, but a stern warning to those who dare to threaten Israel's security. Iran has made a grave mistake, he declared, his voice filled with steely resolve. The gravity of his tone left no room for doubt about the seriousness of the situation. We will not hesitate to act to protect our citizens and our sovereignty. Netanyahu's declaration was a clear message to both allies and adversaries that Israel's response would be swift and uncompromising. While the specifics of Israel's planned response remained shrouded in strategic ambiguity, the message was clear: there would be consequences. The military strategists were already at work, planning the next steps with precision and caution. The Israeli defense forces were put on high alert, preparing for potential strikes against Iranian targets. Every soldier knew the gravity of the situation and the importance of their readiness. The world waited anxiously, hoping to avoid a full-blown war. International leaders called for calm, but the tension was palpable, with everyone aware that the next few days could shape the future of the region. The United States, a steadfast ally of Israel, was quick to condemn the Iranian missile attack. President Joe Biden, in a strongly worded statement, expressed unwavering support for Israel's right to defend itself against aggression. The United States stands firmly with Israel, he affirmed. We will not tolerate any attempts to threaten the security of our ally. The US warning, delivered with unmistakable gravity, served as a clear message to Iran. Further aggression would not be tolerated. It also aimed to deter any potential escalation by emphasizing the international community's commitment to Israel's safety. The world watched closely, understanding the pivotal role the US would play in the unfolding events. Section 4 International Condemnation calls for restraint and de-escalation. The international community, alarmed by the escalating tensions in the Middle East, rallied to condemn the Iranian missile attack. The United Nations Security Council convened an emergency meeting, reflecting the global concern over the situation. Diplomats from around the world called for restraint and de-escalation, urging both sides to avoid actions that could further inflame the conflict. The resounding message from the international community was clear: violence was not the answer. Diplomatic channels, it was stressed, were the only path towards a peaceful resolution. The world held its breath, hoping that this united front would prevail in the face of rising tensions. Section 5. The shadow war escalates, a region on edge. The missile attack on Israel marked a dangerous escalation in the long-running shadow war between Iran and Israel. This shadow war, often hidden from the public eye, has been a source of constant tension and instability in the region. This conflict, characterized by covert operations, cyber attacks, and proxy warfare, had long simmered beneath the surface in the Middle East. These covert actions have included everything from sabotage to targeted assassinations, creating an atmosphere of perpetual unease. Now it threatened to boil over into open conflict with potentially devastating consequences for the entire region. The stakes have never been higher, as both nations prepare for the possibility of a full-scale war. Iran's motives for the attack remained a subject of intense speculation. Some believe it was a direct response to recent provocations, while others think it was a strategic move to shift regional power dynamics. Some analysts pointed to Israel's recent airstrikes against Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, a close ally of Iran, as a possible trigger. These airstrikes have been a point of contention, further inflaming an already volatile situation. Others saw it as a deliberate attempt by Iran to assert its dominance in the region and challenge the US-led security architecture. This move could be seen as a bold statement against American influence, signaling a new phase in the geopolitical struggle.